Wang Haoyu awakened his memories of his past life the day before his wedding, as he was exclusively signed by Feilu Novel Network for a novel. Myth. Starting with bride and building the strongest family. After learning that his cousin was Li Xiuyuan and his soon-to-be married wife was Yanzhi, Wang Haoyu was extremely worried. After all, there is Buddhist manipulation behind Li Xiuyuan, and he is just an ordinary person. Just as he was extremely desperate, he awakened to the strongest family system. In order to build the strongest family in the heavens, the first thing is naturally to spread the branches and leaves. So he can only Lu Yanchang. Wang Haoyu, we are good friends. Don't you have a conscience when you do this? Hurry up and give me back the Three Holy Mothers.Xu Xian. Wang Haoyu, you are not a human. Please give me back the white snake. Wang Haoyu can only apologize to them. After all, it was the system that made him do this. System. Host, are you polite? Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. Perils Abound, System Startup. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Yuhang, Tiantai Mountain, Wang Yuan's mansion. At this moment, a handsome young man with a scholarly aura was constantly walking back and forth in the room. I didn't expect Wang Haoyu to be reborn for 22 years, only to awaken the memories of his past life today, and even become Li Xiuyuan's cousin. The most important thing is, tomorrow is my wedding day with Rouge, what should we do? Wang Haoyu was very anxious at this moment. He was worried that he wouldn't marry Rouge. After all, he had known Rouge since childhood and had a good relationship. Plus the Rouge is very beautiful, of course he is willing to marry. However, Buddhism obviously wants to use this wedding to awaken the memory of his cousin Li Xiuyuan's previous life of Arhat. But now he, not Li Xiuyuan, is marrying Rouge, which may have disrupted the layout of Buddhism. I don't know if Buddhism will directly annihilate him if it perceives this matter. After all, Buddhism is always ruthless in its actions. Based on his speculation, the deaths of his aunt and uncle may be attributed to the hands of Buddhism. The purpose of doing this is to better cut off the mundane world for Li Xiuyuan's lack of parental causality in the future. Don't think that Buddhism truly values compassion. In Wang Haoyu's view, this So called Depeng bird was deliberately placed by the Tathagata in the lower realm. Otherwise, the fat and thin fairy child had just released the Depeng bird, and the Tathagata appeared. How could there be such a coincidence in this world? I believe the Tathagata has always been paying attention to this matter. And how many mortals will die from this great Peng bird in the lower realm? Buddhism cannot be unaware of this. But in order to achieve their goals, they do not care about the life or death of ordinary people. This So called compassion of my Buddha sounds ridiculous to me. His cousin, Li Xiuyuan, is also the Arhat who subdues dragons. I think it's just Buddhist chess pieces, similar to Tang Sanzang, the golden cicada from back then. The rock bird brings a group of demons to harm people, and Arhat, who subdues the dragon, goes to save people, so that Buddhism can gain popular support. How could ordinary people know that these demons are actually cultivated by Buddhism? I'm afraid Arhat who subdued the dragon was also kept in the dark. This routine is just like the Western journey. And Wang Haoyu also knows that this world is not just the world of Jigong. Because he has also met Xu Xian and Lu Yanchang, who are his classmates. And what happens to these two people in the future may have the shadow of Buddhism. As for whether there are other worlds that exist, Wang Haoyu is not sure. Sigh. Thinking of these, Wang Haoyu couldn't help but sigh. It's really unlucky. Why would sleeping take you across this world? Even if you travel through time, you still need to become a disciple of the three teachings, otherwise you can awaken your memories ahead of time. Maybe we can plan ahead in this way. Now it's like the beginning of hell. At present, we can only take one step at a time and see one step at a time. I hope Buddhism will not care about this matter. Otherwise, I would have to accept my fate. Just as Wang Haoyu was talking to himself, an electronic sound suddenly came to his mind. Ding! Congratulations to the host for awakening their past life memories and activating the strongest family system. 10%. 50%. 100%, ding. Congratulations to the host. The strongest family system has been successfully launched and you have received a big gift package. The host can check it on their own. Upon hearing the heavenly sound, Wang Haoyu showed a look of ecstasy. I didn't expect him to have a system. The novels he used to read didn't deceive him. As a traveler, how could you not have a golden finger? Only with a system can there be capital to establish oneself in this world. System, I'm not sure what functions you have. Can you introduce them to me? Wang Haoyu suppressed his excitement and asked the system. Good host, this system is the strongest family system. As the name suggests, it is to assist the host, build the host's family into the strongest family in the heavens, and dominate the heavens and all realms. Upon hearing these words from the system, Wang Haoyu was shocked and didn't expect it to be so powerful. That's imposing on the heavens and all worlds, and thinking about it makes me particularly excited. After all, even the earth-shattering Pangu may not be able to dominate the heavens and all realms. But he, who has a system, has this potential, which can only be said to be too powerful. Of course, this is just potential. If you get a boxed lunch halfway, even the strongest potential is useless. Host, currently this system only has a check.in function. When the host's strength improves, more functions will be opened, and check.in can be divided into daily, monthly, annual, and 10-year visas. The items signed in come from various heavens and worlds, and what the host can sign in for depends on their luck. Even if it is a daily sign, it is possible to sign out treasures at the chaotic level, but the probability is very slim and almost impossible. The higher the level of check.in, the higher the chance of producing good things during check.in Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 2. Claim the big gift pack. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Wang Haoyu was more and more shocked as he heard it. He didn't expect the check.in function to be so powerful, even the daily signing was so terrifying. Although he doesn't know what the level of chaos is. But having read so many novels in his past life, it seems that there is not much difference from what he expected. However, he still intends to inquire about the system. System, I don't know how the level of the treasure is divided. Host, treasures are classified from low to high levels into Huang, Xian, Di, Tian, Xian, Ho Tian Ling Bao, Innate Ling Bao, Chaos Ling Bao. There are 4 sub-levels from yellow level to immortal level, including lower level, middle level, upper level, and higher level. However, above the acquired spiritual treasure, there is an additional treasure. After listening, Wang Haoyu nodded, no different from what he knew. Wang Haoyu remembered that he still had a big gift package to open, and his heart began to look forward to it. I don't know what good thing can be made. System, open the big gift package. Ding! Congratulations to the host for opening the beginner's gift pack and obtaining one in the portable world. The world is carried around, chaotic to treasure level, currently in a sealed state. As the host's family level increases, the seal is gradually lifted. The portable world has a hidden function, and after entering the portable world, even the heavenly way cannot be calculated. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining physical fitness and innate Tao body. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining the technique, Chaos Yin Yang technique. The Chaos Yin Yang technique is divided into 2 volumes. Yin and Yang. Yang is the main factor, Yin is the auxiliary factor, and the 2 complement each other. This cultivation method is currently at the highest level of immortality, but it can integrate all cultivation methods in the world to improve its level, with unlimited potential. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining a top-notch immortal mansion at the immortal level. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining the special treasure family tree. As the family level increases, the family tree will also unlock more functions. Host, all items are stored in the system space. Please collect them yourself. Wang Haoyu was very excited at this moment. He didn't expect a big gift package to receive so many good things. Especially in that portable world, it is a chaotic treasure level existence. Even though the heavenly Dao Hongjun had the chaos treasure of the creation jade edict, the creation jade plate was incomplete and could not compare to his personal world. Although the portable world is currently in a sealed state. But Wang Haoyu believes that one day, his personal world will return to a state of complete victory. Of course, the most precious one is naturally the book, Chaos Yin Yang Technique, which is the essence of it. This is an infinite growth technique, and the power of the technique is self-evident. Subsequently, Wang Haoyu eagerly claimed the world he carried with him, and then locked the door to prevent anyone from breaking in. Then, Wang Haoyu's mind moved and he disappeared directly from the room, appearing in the world around him in the blink of an eye. After arriving in the world around him, Wang Haoyu felt particularly comfortable. And in his mind, there was also information about the world around him, which was automatically transmitted to him by the world around him. Wang Haoyu learned from these pieces of information that the spiritual energy in the world around him is actually innate and very rich, which made him very happy. No wonder it feels so comfortable to drive to the world around you. You should know that after becoming a deity, even the acquired spiritual energy becomes increasingly thin, not to mention the innate spiritual energy. In the world of personal cultivation, one's cultivation is definitely 1,000 miles in a day, much faster than in the outside world. At present, there are mountains and water in the world, but apart from ordinary flowers and plants, there is nothing else. The current area of the portable world is already 100 miles, which is nearly 8,000 square kilometers. Several counties as large as in his past life are completely sufficient for the current Wang Haoyu. Anyway, as the family level increases, the world around you will also increase. Wang Haoyu's mind moved and he appeared on the highest mountain peak. In the world around him, Wang Haoyu is equivalent to the heavenly way, and he can appear anywhere in an instant as long as he wants. Wang Haoyu looked at the mountain peak and planned to place the immortal mansion here. As for why he didn't leave the immortal mansion outside, Wang Haoyu can only say that he was overthinking it. He is just an ordinary person now and cannot protect such a treasure at all. Wang Haoyu still understands the truth that a man is innocent and harbors a guilty conscience. If you want to do it, do it. Wang Haoyu took out a model of a mansion from the system space and threw it at this mountain peak. Suddenly, a golden light appeared in front of Wang Haoyu's eyes. A moment later, a mansion covering 1,000 acres appeared in front of Wang Haoyu. Of course, it can still be bigger, but currently it is not necessary to be that big. Wang Haoyu also has a good understanding of the environment inside the mansion, with pavilions, towers, and a dazzling array. It can only be said that it is truly an immortal mansion, and Wang Haoyu is very satisfied. Wang Haoyu's figure flashed and appeared in a garden of the immortal mansion, then sat down on a jade stool. System, extract congenital Dao body. Good host Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 3. Wang Haoyu's Joy. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. As the system's voice fell, Wang Haoyu felt a warm current in his body. This feeling can only be described in one word by Wang Haoyu, which is refreshing. System, can you introduce the congenital Dao body? He often saw this physique in his previous life in novels, but Wang Haoyu is not sure how powerful it is. Host, the 3,000 human beings that Nuy initially pinched with her hands are the innate Dao bodies, while those that were later waved out with gourd vines belong to the postnatal Dao bodies. The innate Dao body, equivalent to the heal of inferior innate beings, has the potential to become a mixed-element golden immortal. Of course, there is only potential, and whether or not one can reach this level depends on the host themselves. After all, the human race has this strength, and only the 3 emperors, 5 emperors, and those ancestors moreover, inferior innate creatures and heals were everywhere at the beginning of the universe, but none of them could reach this level. Of course, the main reason is that they did not cultivate the techniques to this level, especially the quasi-holy method passed down by Hongjun has cut off the path for most people. After all, there are countless innate spiritual treasures in this world. Hunyuan Jingxian. Wang Haoyu is not very familiar with the realm of Hunyuan Jingxian. But the system mentions the 3 emperors and 5 emperors, which indicates that the Hunyuan golden immortal should be equivalent to a quasi-saint. However, he still plans to inquire about the level division of cultivation from the system. The system recognized Wang Haoyu's doubts and began to explain them before he could speak up. Host, cultivation levels from low to high are refining essence and transforming qi, refining spirit and transforming spirit, refining spirit and returning to void, refining void and combining Tao, earth immortal, heavenly immortal, Xianxian, Jingxian, Tai Jingxian, Daoyuo Jingxian, Hunyuan Jingxian, quasi-saint, Hunyuan Daoyuo Jingxian, saint. The lower levels of the Hunyuan Daoyuo golden immortals are divided into early, middle, late, and complete stages, while the Hunyuan Daoyuo golden immortals are divided into 1 to 12 levels with a systematic explanation. Wang Haoyu has gained a general understanding of the realm of cultivation, which is not much different from the novels he has read in his previous life. It can also be seen from here that the innate Tao body is indeed very powerful. After all, this has the potential to break through to the level of the Hunyuan golden immortal. As for what to do after the Hunyuan golden immortal, Wang Haoyu is not in a hurry. I don't know how many years it will take for him to reach this level. You should know that the existence time of those quasi-holy powers nowadays is not calculated in years, but in terms of quantity. 1 yuan will be equivalent to 129,600 years, while a quantity will have 50,000 yuan. I don't know how many tribulations I have experienced from the ferocious beast to now. It can be imagined how long these quasi-holy old monsters have existed. Although he has a system, it definitely doesn't take that long, but it's impossible in a short period of time. Subsequently, Wang Haoyu received the chaos yin-yang technique again. With the help of the system, Wang Haoyu spent half an hour and finally gained some understanding of the chaos yin-yang technique. The chaos yang technique is for his cultivation, while the chaos yin technique is naturally prepared for his woman. As long as he practices the chaos yin technique, there is no possibility of betraying him. Wang Haoyu didn't expect that the chaos yin-yang technique still had this effect, which made him a little ecstatic. At present, the chaos yin-yang technique is at the highest level of immortality, which can allow him to cultivate to the golden immortal realm. Moreover, practicing the chaos yin-yang technique can also improve the heals, which is simply terrifying. If this news were to spread, the saints would probably take action. You should know that heals are innate and cannot be changed at all. Yuan Shi Tianzun tried everything possible back then, but in the end, he still couldn't change Xianxia's heel. As a saint, the primitive heavenly sovereign cannot achieve it, let alone others. System, this technique is so powerful that it won't be calculated by those experts, will it? Wang Haoyu has to be careful, after all, he is just a nobody now. If discovered, there is simply no ability to protect. Don't worry, host. With the system in place, no one can deduce. Otherwise, when you were reborn into this world 22 years ago, you would have been discovered by the heavenly Tao. And this set of martial arts can only be practiced by the host and the host's wife. Even if others obtain it, it will not have any effect after listening. Wang Haoyu finally breathed a sigh of relief. Subsequently, Wang Haoyu took out his last item, the family tree. The function of the genealogy also came to Wang Haoyu's mind. As long as someone drops a drop of blood on it personally, and with their consent, the name can be placed on it. And as long as you leave your name on it, even if you unfortunately die, you can still be resurrected. Of course, reviving someone definitely requires some family luck. The stronger the resurrected person's strength, the more energy they naturally consume. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 4. Hitting Li Xiuyuan's ideas. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The most important thing is that as long as you leave your name on it, you can subconsciously make this person loyal to you, but this person is completely unaware of it. This feature directly eliminates any worries for Wang Haoyu. There are still many functions in the family tree, which require Wang Haoyu to upgrade his family level in order to unlock them one by one. Upon learning about this feature of the system, Wang Haoyu immediately thought of Li Xiuyuan. Of course, leaving a name on the genealogy is not enough for him to take a drop of someone else's blood and then drop it onto the genealogy. This also requires the other party's willingness. However, Wang Haoyu was not worried at all about Li Xiuyuan's unwillingness. His cousin has not yet awakened the memory of Arhat, and the relationship between them is very good from childhood to adulthood. He is now going to explain the situation to Li Xiuyuan, and naturally he will not refuse. However, for safety reasons, Wang Haoyu decided to ask the system. System, I'm asking my cousin Li Xiuyuan to leave his name on the genealogy now. Will it have any impact when he awakens his memory of subduing the dragon? Host, as long as you leave a name on the family tree, it will not have any impact unless you personally erase it. And for those who leave their names on the genealogy, their life and death are also within your grasp. Upon hearing the system say this, Wang Haoyu finally felt relieved. As for why outsiders can leave their names on the genealogy, this is easy to understand. A large family naturally has more than just legitimate bloodline. Affiliated forces, guardian beasts, family protectors, and so on are all part of the family's strength. These can all be loaded into the family tree. However, he will not casually add people to the family tree, even if there are any forces joining the Wang family in the future. He will only add the controllers and high-level members of that faction, and then add a few more talented ones, while others will not have this blessing. Of course, it's too early to say these things now. After all, he's just an ordinary person now. Wang Haoyu no longer hesitated and left the world he carried with him. Not long after Wang Haoyu came out, he remembered knocking outside the door. Cousin, are you inside or not? I'm Xiuyuan. Upon hearing Li Xiuyuan's voice, Wang Haoyu was somewhat surprised. Unexpectedly, as he was about to find him, he came over by himself. Wang Haoyu no longer delayed and quickly went over to open the door. Xiuyuan, when did you come back? During this period, Li Xiuyuan was not at home and was studying outside. Li Xiuyuan had just returned from the outside world and came to Wang Haoyu's place. Cousin, tomorrow is your wedding day. As your cousin, I will naturally come back to congratulate you. Li Xiuyuan said with a smile on his face. Thank you, Xiuyuan. Cousin, don't be polite. By the way, cousin, have you ever seen your sister.in.law? Do you know who she is? Li Xiuyuan asked curiously. Xiuyuan, in fact, we have all seen her when we were children. She is Rouge, I don't know if you remember, we played together when we were children. Li Xiuyuan recalled for a moment and finally remembered who Rouge was. So it's her. My cousin is blessed. My sister.in.law was so cute and lovely when she was a child, but now she must be even more beautiful. We won't talk about that anymore. We happen to have something to talk to you about. Cousin, what's up with you looking for me? Upon hearing Wang Haoyu say he had something to look for, Li Xiuyuan was very puzzled. First, close the door. This matter is very important and must not be leaked. Li Xiuyuan saw Wang Haoyu so serious and quickly closed the door. When Li Xiuyuan closed the door, Wang Haoyu asked about the system in his heart. System, no immortals are following here, right? This matter has to make Wang Haoyu cautious and cautious. After all, Li Xiuyuan is the protagonist, and he doesn't have the strength now. There must be many immortals paying attention to him. If these immortals overheard it, it would be really troublesome. The host can rest assured that with the system in place, no one can detect this room. The system will leave them with a false image, and what they see is that you are talking about tomorrow's wedding. Upon hearing the system say this, Wang Haoyu breathed a sigh of relief. I am also happy about the strength of my own system. Cousin, what can I say now? Upon hearing Li Xiuyuan's inquiry, Wang Haoyu also came to his senses. Xiuyuan, you can't tell anyone about what I'm telling you now, otherwise there will definitely be a fatal accident. Li Xiuyuan was very curious at this moment. He had never seen his cousin so serious before. Cousin, can't uncle and aunt both say it? I'll go talk to dad and mom, you don't have to worry. Since that's the case, Li Xiuyuan doesn't intend to ask any more questions. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 5. Taking Li Xiuyuan as a family protector. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Wang Haoyu didn't delay either. With a sudden thought, he took the family tree out of the system space. Li Xiuyuan was shocked as he looked at the book that suddenly appeared in Wang Haoyu's hand, emitting a golden light. Then he couldn't help but ask Wang Haoyu about it. Cousin, why does this book shine? What kind of means are you using to suddenly transform it? Don't worry, I'll tell you now. Subsequently, Wang Haoyu informed Li Xiuyuan of the functions of this genealogy. Of course, Wang Haoyu naturally wouldn't say anything that would be under his control if he left his name, and he's not foolish. Not only Li Xiuyuan, he wouldn't say anything to anyone. He only talks to them about the benefits. And the person who leaves their name will never realize anything is wrong, only subconsciously leaving behind the idea of always being loyal to Wang Haoyu. As for personality, nothing will change, what should be done or what should be done. Li Xiuyuan was more and more shocked as he heard this. He didn't expect his cousin to have obtained such a powerful treasure. At the same time, I am happy that my cousin has such an opportunity. How to cultivate one's destiny. Would you like to leave your name on the genealogy? Seeing that Li Xiuyuan was silent, Wang Haoyu asked again. He is really worried that Li Xiuyuan won't agree. But Wang Haoyu thought too much. Li Xiuyuan is not a dragon arhat now. How could he refuse? Cousin, of course I am willing to do such a good thing. Cousin, thank you so much. Li Xiuyuan said excitedly. He didn't expect his cousin to receive the treasure immediately, so he thought of himself. How could this not move Li Xiuyuan? If Wang Haoyu knew Li Xiuyuan's thoughts, he wouldn't know what expression it would be. It's really being sold, and I have to help others count money. Wang Haoyu doesn't care about so much, it's important to let Li Xiuyuan leave his name first. Otherwise, the later you delay, the more unexpected things will happen. Subsequently, Li Xiuyuan dropped a drop of blood on the family tree. At this moment, the genealogy also received information, and Wang Haoyu quickly agreed. Just as Wang Haoyu agreed, Li Xiuyuan's name appeared on the position of the family protector. Seeing this situation, Wang Haoyu finally breathed a sigh of relief. Then I couldn't help being surprised. In the heyday of dragon subduing Arhat, he was definitely a strong man at the level of Jinxian. Even if there is no strength after reincarnation, it probably won't take much time to recover to the golden immortal realm. Fortunately, his system started today. If it were delayed by another day, it would definitely be out of the question. Xiuyuan, remember that this matter must never be mentioned to anyone. Wang Haoyu once again reminded. Of course, he also showed this to Li Xiuyuan. Wang Haoyu knew that even if Li Xiuyuan became a dragon-subduing arhat, he could not tell the story and would hide it for him as long as he left his name on the genealogy. Cousin, don't worry, I know the importance. I can't say anything about this matter. Li Xiuyuan also became serious. He knows the consequences of saying this, and he's not foolish. However, what Wang Haoyu didn't know was, just when Li Xiuyuan's name appeared on the royal genealogy, the Tathagata, who was preaching at the Western Thunder Sound Temple, suddenly stopped. This made the bodhisattvas and arhat present look at the Tathagata one after another. Buddha, what happened? Guanyin couldn't help but ask. She knew that the Tathagata could not stop preaching for no reason. The Tathagata had just noticed a slight abnormality, so he stopped preaching. He calculated carefully and did not notice anything wrong. The Tathagata was somewhat surprised, and with his current strength, nothing can be concealed from him unless a sage and someone of the same level take action to conceal the secrets of the heavens. The Tathagata doubted whether he had perceived it wrong. He calculated again and found that there were no changes in their Buddhist layout, but he breathed a sigh of relief. The goddess of mercy, do you know how many years Arhat who subdued the dragon has stayed in the lower bound? Upon hearing the Tathagata's inquiry, Guanyin pinched her fingers and calculated, then she knew everything about Li Xiuyuan. Returning to Buddha, after today, it will be 18 years. However, there was an accident. According to our arrangement, tomorrow was the wedding day of dragon subduing, and then other Arhat were asked to wake up dragon subduing. I don't know where the problem is, but tomorrow we will get married. It's Wang Haoyu, the cousin of the one who subdued the dragon. Buddha, I wonder if we should intervene in this matter. Guanyin spoke very plainly, but everyone present knew what was going on with her intervention. If outsiders were to know that in their eyes, the compassionate Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva would be so cruel, I don't know how they would feel. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 6. Accidental Crisis Relief. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The matter of subduing the dragon was actually already calculated by the Tathagata just now. When he asked Guanyin, he was just pretending to be 13. Big shots naturally have their own noodles. Guanyin Venerable, you don't have to intervene in this matter. This is not a big deal and has no impact on our layout. Just wake up the dragon subduing tomorrow. After all, the Wang family has raised the dragon for so long, and the dragon will definitely have feelings for them. If we take action, it may create a rift in the dragon subduing heart. If it affects the dragon subduing practice, it will not be worth the loss. My Buddha is merciful. Everyone complimented the Tathagata. They also know that this matter has little impact and there is indeed no need to take action. If Wang Haoyu had known that his crisis had been resolved like this, he would have been so happy. If he were to confront Buddhism now, he would have to run away. Although he doesn't have much strength now, running away is still not a problem. There is a system in place, and no one can calculate where he is, let alone his personal world. As long as those Buddhist people find him, he can also hide in the world around him at any time. Even he can control the movement of the world around him, ignore any formation, and even if they set up a trap, they cannot catch themselves. But it's necessary to hide and go frequently. That kind of life is not what Wang Haoyu wants. Since Buddhism doesn't intend to take action against him, it would be even better. Returning to Wang Haoyu, Li Xiuyuan's name was recorded in the genealogy, and the two of them left the room as if nothing had happened, chatting and laughing. This is what Wang Haoyu asked Li Xiuyuan to do. Although Li Xiuyuan didn't know why, since his cousin requested so, he could just follow suit. Wang Haoyu did this to prevent the immortals above from seeing anything unusual. At this time, the royal mansion was particularly lively, with all the servants hanging red lanterns and flowers, appearing particularly festive. At this moment, a servant walked up to the two of them. Two young masters, the master and lady, are waiting for you to have dinner. Okay, we'll go over now. Wang Haoyu and Li Xiuyuan didn't delay either. Not long after, they arrived at the place where the Wang family was eating. You are, Xiuyuan, here you are. Come and sit down quickly. Upon seeing the arrival of the two, the Queen Mother immediately smiled and quickly beckoned them to sit down. Dad and Mom, if we don't come in the future, you can eat first. There's no need to wait for us. My cousin is right. Uncle and Aunt, you can eat first in the future without waiting for us. What are you saying? We are a family, so we naturally have to wait for you to come and eat together. There is no reason to eat first. Father Wang smiled and said. Wang's father and mother have been in a good mood lately because their son is getting married tomorrow. For them, this is naturally a happy thing. Wang Haoyu couldn't persuade him, so he didn't say anything more. Wang Haoyu naturally has no estrangement from his parents in this lifetime. He was reincarnated, not resurrected through physical means. For him now, the past life is like a dream, and this life is the real existence. Xiuyuan, you is going to start a family tomorrow. It's your turn next year, so you need to be mentally prepared. As long as you start a family, you can wholeheartedly strive for success and fame. Father Wang smiled and said. Uncle, don't be so fast, I don't want to get married so early. Li Xiuyuan said with a bitter face. It's up to you. This matter is naturally up to my uncle to decide. Father Wang doesn't care about that. As long as Li Xiuyuan gets married, he will not disappoint his deceased sister. Upon hearing his father mention his achievements, Wang Haoyu suddenly remembered that he was already a successful candidate. It should be noted that in this era, Juren already have the qualification to become officials, but of course, this is only a qualification and may not necessarily be able to become an official. If you're lucky, you can become a county magistrate in the county government office. If you pass the imperial examination again, you can at least become a 7th grade county magistrate. In this era, there was no saying of a tribute scholar. After passing the imperial examination, one became a jinshi. However, he has already activated the system, so he doesn't care about any achievements, and achievements are not as important as cultivating immortals. He is the person who wants to build the strongest family in the world. After eating, Li Xiuyuan said goodbye and left. Dad and Mom, find a quiet place. I have something to tell you. Although Wang's father and mother had some doubts, they still walked towards the study. Go to the study and instruct the servants not to disturb. After closing the door, the Queen Mother quickly asked Wang Haoyu about it. What's going on? It's so mysterious and mysterious. Dad, Mom, the child got a fairy tale last night. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 7. Shock and surprise of Father and Mother Wang. You are listening at novelfull.audio. What you're saying is true. Did you get a fairy tale last night? At this moment, Wang's father and mother doubted whether they had heard the wrong thing. There are immortals in this world, which is something that everyone knows. So Wang's father and mother did not suspect that Wang Haoyu had a mental problem. I just can't believe it. Dad and Mom, of course what I said is true. You can tell from this. After Wang Haoyu finished speaking, he directly took out the genealogy. Looking at this genealogy emitting golden light, both the Wang father and the Wang mother were very shocked. They are now somewhat convinced that their son has obtained a divine fate, otherwise how should this be explained? This book emitting golden light is not an ordinary thing at first glance. Looking at his shocked parents, Wang Haoyu smiled and explained the functions of the family tree to them. It took a long time for Wang's father and mother to realize. Then a surprised expression appeared again. According to your suggestion, our Wang family will become a cultivator family in the future. Wang father suppressed his excitement and asked Wang Haoyu about it. Dad, you're right. Although I haven't obtained the cultivation method for my father and mother now, I will definitely be able to obtain it in the future. This is not important, as long as you can cultivate it. Your father and I are both so old, even if we can't practice, there is no regret. Wang Mu said this because she was afraid that Wang Haoyu would encounter danger. In her opinion, Wang Haoyu was definitely trying to steal someone else's martial arts skills from them. After all, the cultivation method is so precious that money cannot buy it. Your mother is right. We are all so old, and it doesn't matter whether we practice or not. Dad and Mom, let's not talk about this for now. First, record your names on the family tree before proceeding. Wang Haoyu also knew what they were worried about, so he skipped the topic directly. With Wang Haoyu's reminder, the two of them did not hesitate. I directly found an embroidery needle, punctured my finger, and dropped blood on the family tree. Soon, their names appeared on the family tree. Wang Haoyu felt relieved when he saw this situation. As long as it is recorded on the family tree, he doesn't have to worry about any danger his parents may encounter. Dad and Mom, don't talk about this outside. Although Wang Haoyu knew that this matter could not be spread, he still couldn't help but give a warning. Don't worry, we naturally know the importance, so you can rest assured. Dad and Mom, I have one more thing to tell you. Wang Haoyu plans to inform them of Li Xiuyuan's identity. Otherwise, tomorrow Li Xiuyuan's memory will awaken and he will say he wants to become a monk, which may cause some trouble. Tomorrow is his wedding, and he doesn't want to be messed up. If you have anything, just say it directly. Mom and Dad, when I got the immortal fate last night, I learned that it was Arhat's reincarnation. And tomorrow is the day when Xiuyuan turns 18, when the memory of the Arhat who subdued the dragon in Xiuyuan's previous life will come to life. So if anything happens to Xiuyuan tomorrow, you don't need to worry too much. Hearing that Li Xiuyuan was the reincarnation of Arhat, the king's father and mother were unbelievable. But this was said by Wang Haoyu, so they naturally wouldn't doubt it. My dear, what should we do? Will it be Arhat who subdues the dragon or our nephew? Wang's father was very worried. This was the only bloodline left by his sister, and he didn't want anything unexpected to happen to Li Xiuyuan. Dad, don't worry, I will handle this matter well. It must be my cousin, the Dharma protector of the Wang family, rather than the Arhat who subdues dragons after the practice of predestination, but now is not the time. Upon hearing Wang Haoyu's words, Wang's father felt relieved. After chatting for a while, Wang Haoyu was ready to bid farewell and leave. Dad and Mom, I won't eat tonight. I need to go back and practice. Okay, but tomorrow is your wedding. You must get up early and dress up, and never miss the hour. The Queen Mother reminded Wang Haoyu. Okay mother, I got it. Returning to his own room, Wang Haoyu returned to the world he carried with him once again. Just as Wang Haoyu was preparing to practice, the system's prompt sound rang. Ding! The host has another chance to sign in today. May I ask if the host has signed in? Upon hearing the system's reminder, Wang Haoyu immediately realized that he almost forgot to sign in. This made him somewhat hopeful, unsure of what good things he could sign in for. System, start checking in. Ding! Congratulations to the Tree Master for successfully signing in and obtaining 10 bottles of yellow level top. Quality pills for nourishing qi, each containing 10 pills. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 8. Strength Enhancement and Family Upgrade. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. As soon as the system finished speaking, the effect of the nourishing qi pill came to Wang Haoyu's mind. Although Yangqi Dan is only a yellow-grade pill, it is indeed very practical for him now. Because the Yang Qi Dan can help him quickly cultivate magic, it also has a great effect on refining and transforming the Qi realm. Most importantly, this pill is not only useful for him. His parents and his wife, who will be leaving tomorrow, also need Rouge. Wang Haoyu left behind a bottle of elixirs, and he put the other 9 bottles into the system space. There is no passage of time in the system space, so putting pills inside will not make the efficacy pass. Swallowing a pill, Wang Haoyu fell into the midst of cultivation. Time slowly passed by, and an hour later, Wang Haoyu opened his eyes with a slight smile on his lips. After consuming 2 pills, he has successfully cultivated his magic and reached the initial stage of refining essence and transforming qi, which can be considered as breaking away from ordinary people. Of course, this is also the reason why the world around us is full of innate spiritual energy. Otherwise, it would take at least 10 days for him to cultivate magic in the outside world with his heels. Ding! Congratulations to the host for breaking through to the realm of refining and transforming qi. The family level has successfully reached level 1 and you have received an upgrade gift package. Upon hearing that his family had upgraded, Wang Haoyu was pleasantly surprised. However, he was surprised to hear that he had just reached level 1. With his family's wealth alone, how could he just reach the level 1 family? Wang Haoyu decided to inquire with the system. System, why has my family just reached level 1? Host, if the family reaches level 1, a cultivator who cultivates refined qi must appear, and the family's qi luck must reach 10 in order to achieve this. After listening, Wang Haoyu finally knew what was going on. There were no cultivators in his family before, so the level has always been 0. System, can I view family attributes? Of course, does the host need to view it? View. Homeowner. Wang Haoyu, strength. In the early stage of refining and transforming qi family legitimate members. Wang Xingteng, father, and Ji Yingyao, mother, family level. Level 1, family qi luck. 36, family protector. Li Xiuyuan, what are the conditions required to upgrade the family to level 2 in the system? Host, upgrading the family to level 2 requires the family's qi to reach 100, 1 to refine qi and transform God, 5 to refine essence and transform qi, and 5 members of the legitimate family line. How to improve the family's luck in the system? Wang Haoyu is not familiar with this. Host, breakthrough in family members' strength, increasing family members, and subduing power can all increase qi luck. System, how do families distinguish their legitimate lineages? Why is there a requirement for the number of legitimate lineages when a family is upgraded? Host, your parents, wife, and descendants all belong to the legitimate family line. The main purpose of the yin is to build the strongest family in all worlds, and legitimate bloodline is indispensable. Otherwise, if you are alone, even if your strength is strong, how can you be called a family? Wang Haoyu also agrees with the system statement. A large family naturally needs many people, let alone its goal of being the strongest family in the world, and legitimate bloodline is indispensable. It seems that the system is asking him to spread the branches and leaves. Thinking of this, Wang Haoyu thought of his classmates Xu Xian and Lu Yanchang. Wang Haoyu can only say sorry to them in his heart, everything is for the sake of his family. It is very difficult to marry by Suzhen and the Three Holy Mothers, and Wang Haoyu feels a bit headache. Of course, even if it's difficult, he won't give up. He is the person who wants to build the strongest family in the world, how can he be stumped by this difficulty? At this moment, Xu Xian and Lu Yanchang were unaware that their future wife had already been remembered by the neighboring old king. Wang Haoyu felt a bit itchy when he thought about upgrading his family and getting a gift package. System, open the big gift package. Ding! Congratulations to the host for opening the upgrade gift package and obtaining the top-notch skill, Hunyuan Dan Gong, obtain the top-notch spell, Palm Thunder, at the sky level, obtain a yellow level spell gift package, which includes some common spells such as Fireball, Dust Removal, and so on. Seeing these rewards, Wang Haoyu was very surprised. Although this Hunyuan Dan Gong can only allow people to cultivate to the level of refining the void and harmony Tao. But currently, it is naturally the most suitable for his parents. And although the name of that set of Palm Thunder may seem mediocre, its grade has reached the pinnacle of heaven, which is probably extraordinary. In this way, his attack methods have also emerged. As for the yellow level spell gift package, it was also quite useful for him. Overall, Wang Haoyu is still very satisfied with this upgrade gift package, as his family has only reached level 1. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 9. Sign in critical strike. Surprisingly, the system can cut who. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. System, teach me Palm Thunder. The system has one advantage: as long as it is a magic power that is checked in by the system, it can help Wang Haoyu reach the entry level. With this feature, Wang Haoyu can save a lot of time. Another hour later, Wang Haoyu opened his eyes. With a thought in his heart, a thunderball condensed from his palm. Not bad, as long as someone of the same level is hit by me, even if they don't die, they will still be severely injured. After Wang Haoyu finished speaking, he fell back into cultivation. A few more hours later, Wang Haoyu's bottle of nourishing qi pill had already been consumed. At this time, Wang Haoyu's strength has reached the late stage of refining and transforming qi. If people in the cultivation world know, Wang Haoyu only spent a few hours from an ordinary person to cultivate and refine the essence and qi in the later stage. I don't know how many people will die of jealousy. Of course, there is no need to mention the disciples of those great sects. After all, they have resources, and even if one can become an immortal in a day, there is no problem. Wang Haoyu calculated the current time and it was already a new day, which indicates that he can sign in again. Wang Haoyu rubbed his hands with some anticipation in his heart. System, activate today's check.in. Ding. Congratulations to the host for successfully signing in and obtaining a bottle of the top quality pill, wash marrow pill, at the mysterious level. Ding, the system has detected that today is the day the host got married and received a critical strike reward. Ding. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the cause and effect between Chen Liang and Bai Ling. From now on, Bai Ling will only treat the host as her benefactor and have no connection with Chen Liang. Even if she can calculate, this is the result. After listening, Wang Haoyu was immediately confused. After a while, a surprised smile appeared again. System, you are so despicable that you can even do such a thing. If the host doesn't like it, the reward system can retract it this time. Haha, system, I'm joking. I love this reward the most, and the more, the better. If we could cut off the causal relationship between Xu Xian and Bai Suzhen, it would be even more perfect. It has to be said that Wang Haoyu is really lacking in greed. System, will there still be critical strike rewards in the future? Please explore on your own, host. The system doesn't want to say much about Wang Haoyu's greed. Since the system doesn't say anything, Wang Haoyu has no choice. He believes that if there is a first time in the system, then there must be countless times. Wang Haoyu is full of expectations for his future. He thought that Bai Ling had not yet transformed, and it should take a few more years. He doesn't know where Bai Ling is, otherwise he could have gone to find her. But he's not in a hurry either. In just a few years, he can still afford to wait. Wang Haoyu also checked the efficacy of the wash marrow pill. Wash marrow pill can cut hair and wash marrow, unblock meridians, and has a mild effect, which can be used by his parents. As for Rouge, naturally it is not needed anymore. The chaos yin-yang technique can easily solve these problems, which is many times more powerful than pills. Wang Haoyu calculated the time and it was almost dawn outside. Due to the distance from Yanzhi's home, the wedding procession had already set off yesterday, so there was no need for Wang Haoyu to personally go there. He just needs to wait for the Rouge to arrive and greet him at the city gate. And the Rouge set off this morning and may not arrive here until evening. Fortunately, it wasn't at night before departure, otherwise Wang Haoyu would definitely not be at ease. After all, there are so many demons and monsters in this world, and the night is their most active time. Because it was not yet dawn, Wang Haoyu began to wander around the world around him. At this time, due to the upgrade of the family, the area of the portable world has also expanded slightly, equivalent to 1.5 times the original size. Looking at so much land, Wang Haoyu plans to plant some precious medicinal herbs inside. Of course, he also plans to plant the food and vegetables he eats at home. With such a strong innate spiritual energy, perhaps over time, these ordinary rice will also become spiritual rice. He also plans to plan a place to raise poultry there. But he will set up barriers there to prevent these poultry from running around. After wandering around the world around him for a while, Wang Haoyu realized that it was already dawn outside and returned to his room from the world around him. Wang Haoyu sat there drinking a cup of tea, and soon there was a knock on the door. "Young master, I am Xiaolan. Madam has instructed us to come and dress up the young master." "Xiaolan, come on in, it's not closed." With a creaking sound, the door was pushed open, and 4 beautiful maids walked in with big red robes. These 4 people are the maids of the royal family, who grew up in the palace from a young age and are loyal to the royal family. At that time, Wang Haoyu's mother Ji Yingyao went to the temple to pray for his blessings, and on the way back, she saw 4 of them begging on the street at such a young age. Out of sympathy, Ji Yingyao brought the 4 of them back home and bestowed them the names Mei, Lan, Zhu, and Ju. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 10. The bride arrives, Wang Haoyu comes out of the city to greet. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Young master, let's help you change clothes. Wang Haoyu nodded, but he didn't say anything about coming by himself. His clothes are often worn by Xiaolan and the others for help. Moreover, the clothes of wealthy young masters in ancient times were really difficult for one person to handle. In ancient times, the life of wealthy young masters was truly about reaching out for clothes and opening up for food. Xiaolan, thank you all for your hard work. Young master, don't say that. This is all we should do. Xiaolan and the others did not notice anything wrong with Wang Haoyu's politeness. Because Wang Haoyu's personality used to be like this. Not long after, Xiaolan and the others helped Wang Haoyu change his clothes. Young master, you look so handsome in this big red robe. After seeing it, the young lady will definitely be fascinated. I really envy the young lady for finding such a successful husband like the young master. Xiaozhu, with your sweet mouth, the young master will definitely help you find a suitable husband. Upon hearing Wang Haoyu's words, Xiaozhu immediately showed a look of grievance. Young master, I don't want to get married. I want to stay by your side for the rest of my life. Young master, do you dislike Xiaozhu? After Xiaozhu finished speaking, tears of grievance were about to flow out. Xiaolan and the others also looked at Wang Haoyu with a worried expression. They are afraid that Wang Haoyu will really let them get married. Ha, you silly girl, if you don't marry, you won't marry. How could the young master despise you? And Xiaolan, you are the same. If you want to get married, you can get married. If you don't want to get married, the Wang mansion will always be your home, thank you, young master. They were very happy to hear Wang Haoyu's words. The worries in my heart have also disappeared. At this moment, Xiaozhu also burst into tears and smiled. Young master, you are so kind. Xiaozhu finished speaking and looked at Wang Haoyu with a hint of fascination in her eyes, but she quickly concealed it. She is just a maid and dare not have any other thoughts. She just wants to stay by Wang Haoyu's side all the time, that's enough. Young master, should we tie this big red flower? Xiaolan, let's forget about this red flower. It's inconvenient to tie it after the bride arrives. Let's tie it again when the bride arrives. Good young master. Since the clothes had been worn, Wang Haoyu walked out of the room. Xiaolan and the others naturally followed behind him. The servants in the mansion congratulated Wang Haoyu when they saw him. Wang Haoyu naturally nodded at them with a smile on his face. Wang Haoyu had dinner with his parents and then returned to his room again. Time soon arrived in the afternoon, and the royal mansion began to be lively. Congratulations were heard everywhere. As a famous wealthy family in the Tiantai mountain area, the Wang family naturally has a lot of guests. Many small families want to take advantage of Wang Haoyu's marriage opportunity to connect with the Wang family. Moreover, Wang Haoyu also has a status as a juren, which makes it more common for people to want to marry the Wang family. In ancient times, the status of a juren was not low, and one could not bow to an official. After seeing a juren, ordinary people should respectfully call him master. Wang Haoyu is currently in his room, and Xiaolan and the others are helping Wang Haoyu dress up carefully. Of course, new houses also need to be decorated. Xiaolan, is that okay? I think it's already great. Wang Haoyu said somewhat helplessly. Young master, wait a little longer, it will be ready soon. After Xiaolan and the others helped Wang Haoyu dress up, a servant ran over panting heavily. Young master, the bride is about to enter the city. Okay, I'll go over and welcome you now. Wang Haoyu finished speaking without delay and quickly walked out of the mansion. At this moment, the streets were lined with onlookers, and it was very lively. The groom's official young master Wang has come out. Young master Wang got married today, and many of the girls in the city who haven't left the palace are probably going to be sad and shed tears. Who said it's not? Young master Wang is gentle and elegant, handsome, and also a juren. May I ask which girl doesn't like him? Wang Haoyu listened to these people's discussions without paying attention, but instead smiled and arched his hand at them. Then they rode on the horses prepared by their servants and headed towards the city gate, beating gongs and drums. 2/4 of an hour later, Wang Haoyu had arrived at the city gate. Then instruct the servants to bring abundant meals to the soldiers guarding the city. However, no alcohol was given. Otherwise, if there are bandits or similar people outside the city who are drunk, it will be troublesome. Everyone has been working hard, so I'm offering some dishes as a gesture of disrespect. Wang Haoyu smiled at them and said. Thank you, young master Wang. Wishing you a happy marriage. These defending soldiers quickly congratulated Wang Haoyu. The status of literati in this era is very high. If it were just ordinary people, they would be too lazy to pay attention. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th.